Hey y'all, what is up? It's been it feels like it's been a long time since I recorded. But actually today I have a surprise video. What a lot of people didn't know is that I am going to the military, and this video is going to be my 2016 newly updated MEPS experience. So like before I went to MEPS, I had a lot of questions and I did not know what to expect. So I was like one of the nervous ones. So if you are military interested, or if you are scheduled to go to MEPS and you're wondering what to expect, you can watch my video and hopefully I can help you out. Okay, so I left for MEPS Sunday. I went on a Sunday and Monday, and we got there Sunday around 2:50. On Sundays, MEPS is closed, like there's no testing or anything. So when we first got there, so you go into the hotel. The hotel is really nice, by the way. Sofas, they fed us. It was like popcorn machines. It was so nice, y'all. Other recruits are really nice because they're going through the exact same thing you're going through. You're in a new environment. You don't know anybody, and y'all all have one goal. Y'all trying to go to the military. So, like, a lot of recruits were leaving. Their shipment date was, like, that Monday. So, this is the backpack that I took to MEPS. It looks big. It's not that big, but it's just a simple black Jordan backpack. And, what I wore down there was some blue jeans and... what kind of shirt did I wear? And I wore a denim shirt. They split us up, girls and boys. It was only 4 girls, so they took all the girls in a room. And basically, you get your rooms assigned like first, like in a line. So you watch a video over. I think it was a sexual harassment video. You watch that video, and they give you like a questionnaire thing. You answer the questions, and then they show you a paper like with the times that the bus leaves in the morning, what time you need to be up. So make sure, like, when they tell you to read your paper, make sure you really read your paper so you won't be lost and you'll be up to date on everything. So the room was like really big, really nice. Dinner was from 5 to 10, I think. And later that night I got a roommate, and my roommate turned out to actually be a shipment, which means that she was leaving that Monday. Wake up calls at 4:30 in the morning. They call your phone, keep calling and calling and calling until you answer. Me and my roommate couldn't answer the phone for some reason. I think it was dead, or I don't know what was wrong with it. We just couldn't answer it. When you wake up, you get ready. You don't have time to put on makeup. Like, nobody really cares about all that stuff. Like, I wore a blue collar button-up shirt to MEPS that didn't show anything or didn't have any holes. I wore blue jeans, blue skinny jeans. So you can wear skinny jeans, just make sure they don't have holes in them. And I wore my Jordans. So after you finish getting ready, you have to get all of your stuff out of the hotel. Like, repack your bag. You go down and you eat breakfast. They tell you not to eat certain things for breakfast because it can mess up your test. I ate pancakes with Nutella. I didn't know we were going to take a sugar and glucose test, but I tell you not to eat sausage because it has grease and they're drawing your blood and MEPS, so don't eat sausage. They tell you not to don't eat anything with poppy seeds because that can affect your drug test results, I believe they told me. Don't drink like coffee or anything, because the caffeine can affect your stuff too. Drink water for breakfast. And oatmeal. They tell you oatmeal is really good, but I don't eat oatmeal. We left the hotel at like 5:45ish, and MEPS was literally right down the road. We got there at 6 o'clock. When you first get there, when we got off the bus, this guy, he wasn't yelling, but he was like kind of like, get your butts off of the bus right now. Everybody, get in a line of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we were all like, so we got in line and stuff, doing as ordered. And then he was like, if you have belts, take your belts off and ball them up like this. So everybody's like we're balling up our belts and stuff. Then he was like, you ain't getting physical, get over here. If you are returning and you're shipping tomorrow, get over here. If you didn't need this or need that, get your butts over here. Do I have any Navy recruits? Get right here. And we were like, and I didn't hear what he said, y'all. He was, it was a Chinese guy. And like his words were like kind of bunched together. So I really didn't hear what he said when he was like, if it's your first time here, get over here, you need a physical. So I just seen like all these people moving. Then luckily he repeated his orders. He was like, so if you're over here, you're getting a physical. And I was like, oh shoot, I'm getting a physical, I gotta go. So I ran over there and he was like, cut your phones off, put all of your electronics, put them away. Then he's like telling everybody to come on and stuff. So
So you have to make sure, like, you don't have any earrings in, because you're going through a metal detector. If you have pepper spray, any weapons, anything, you can't have that. So you have to tell them, like, right away.
When we walk through the metal detector, your bag has to go through a private scanner. After you do that, what they do is they tell you, like, Air Force, go this way. Army, Marines, Navy, Coast Guard, National Guard. I think I said everything. Okay, so they split you up. You go to your liaisons. I'm Air Force, so I went with Air Force. And so you go in there, and your liaison, he takes your fingerprints. Everything at MEPS requires a fingerprint, so get ready to be taking hella fingerprints all day long. So they take your fingerprint, he takes your paperwork, and they give you like a name tag saying what you're there for. So after I left the control desk, they sent me to take my personality test. So whenever I finished, they sent me straight to medical. This, y'all, this was the part I was freaking out about so hard, because I've watched everybody's MEPS experience YouTube videos over medical. Like, they said that's the worst part. Bruh. So they sent me to medical, and the first thing I went through was my vision. If you don't know, I really can't see that good. I wear contacts. I wear glasses. Wear your glasses instead of contacts, because it's going to be annoying, like, having to carry a contact case around all day long, because you can't just keep going back and forth to your bags. They're locked up. And you don't want to keep having to, like, pop in your contacts, pop them out. Like, so just wear your glasses if you can. So I went to take my vision test, and y'all, the Lord was with me all the way, because your girl ain't
colorblind. Your girl passed her vision test without her glasses on? What? Yeah. But no, I passed it.
After my vision, I got my blood pressure checked. I went into a room, and they tested my hearing. You put headphones on, and it's you and some more people, and you have curtains. So they tell you to close your curtain. And, like, it's like the left, it's like red is for your left side, blue is for your right side. So every time you hear a beep in either ear, you press your clicker. So in the room with the nurse guy, he goes over, like, basically, like, do you understand that you're about to go take a physical? Do you understand, like, the drug testing thing, the HIV testing thing, if you have any tattoo scars, remarks that make you stand out in case your body got blown up, you need to write it down. You need to make sure you're 100% truthful. Whatever you told your recruiter, you tell the people at MEPS. Don't tell the people at MEPS what you didn't tell your recruiter. We had to do our breathalyzer test. So we blew, that was my first time ever in my life blowing into a breathalyzer. It's like, y'all, I was like, I kept blowing. Then it was like, my results came back and it was like 0, 0, 0. He was like, after you take your breathalyzer, you go get, they piss test you. So, like, at that time, by that time, I really had to pee. So, I was, like, the first one. And since I was the only girl, I was back there by myself. So, you go into this bathroom with this nurse. And, yes, they watch you. It's somebody at, like, a window inside of the bathroom. And it's a nurse inside of there with you. She gives you a cup. She tells you, like, where to fill it up to. And she watches you as you pee to make sure, like, you're not stuffing it. That's not even the most awkward part, y'all. So, like, you can, if I can do it, you can do it. So, after they piss test you, they get, like, a dropper. They take some of your pee out. And if you're a girl, they put it on the pregnancy test. She's, like, basically telling you, like, this is the pee that's going to be submitted to the drug testing thing. She's going to do your pregnancy test. And she, like, explains everything to you. So, whenever that's done, they tell you, like, they test your pee for, like, your sugar and your glucose level. Whenever you're finished with that, my next thing was my 101 with the doctor, the full body physical. So, luckily, I had a female doctor, and whenever I went into the room, she was like, she made me feel really, really comfortable, and I'm like, I'm not the type to be comfortable with taking my clothes off before a doctor and to, like, have me checked. So, like, she felt my breast to make sure I didn't have lumps, and yes, they checked down there. It's basically like, open up, close it. They tell you to turn over on your side, and they check your, like, your butt. Open it up, close it. 3-second process after they check down there and back there and stuff. And she checks the bottom of your feet, your hands, and someone also said something about them being sent home because their fingernails were dirty. I guess if it's just, like, really, really nasty, like you didn't wash your hands dirty, then you get sent home for that. But my doctor didn't say anything about fingernails or anything, but my hands weren't dirty. And Also, they check your blood. You go into this room, and well, to this little compartment thing. They check your blood. He gives you a ball, ties your hand with your arm with a ribbon. I still have the marks and stuff. And he gets a container of blood, puts your label on it to make sure. That's like for the HIV testing and stuff. And really, like, that's quick too. He talks. The dude who did mine, he was really, really cool. Talked me through the whole process. After that, you go into a room, you and some more girls, and they tell you to leave your bra and your underwear on, take your socks off, and put on this gown. And a doctor is gonna come in there. You do exercises, the duck walk, you speed walk, you do the little arm movement thing. You bend over, touch your toes, make sure like your back muscles are properly functioning. You do exercise with your feet and hands, make sure everything is like functioning and that you have like full control over all your muscles and stuff. And they take your weight, your height. Then at the end of that, you go into a room individually, and the doctor tells you if you are physically qualified for the military or if you're not. Take your paper back to your recruiter. Your recruiter tells you to Air Force people, you have to do weightlifting. So your recruiter tells you, like, come do weightlifting. The minimum for, I don't know if it's for girls. I think it's for girls. Minimum for girls is 40 pounds. And I did 40 pounds. Like, it was so easy to me. So he was like, you know what? I'm just going to bump you up straight to 70. And I was like, 70? But I ended up lifting 80. And I tried for 90, but my arm was still weak from, like, where they took my blood at. So I couldn't lift 90. And so I did the 80 pound. And whenever you finish weightlifting, you go eat. The food is pretty good. It's like subs. They give you chips, soda, water, whatever you want to drink. And then you go back to your your liaison, and he gives you paperwork, asks you questions. And if you pass that part, he tells you to go up front. The control desk sends you to a room. They take all of your fingerprints. They ask you who your parents are. You fill out a lot of paperwork. Then he sends you back to the control desk, and the control desk basically tells you, like, okay, you're qualified for the military and you are ready to swear in. Okay, so hopefully I answered all of your questions about 2016 MEPS, whether you're Air Force like me, Army, it's all basically the same. One thing I did leave out, if you're Air Force, when you go into the room with the doctor, she gives you a paper and you are required to read. It's like a big paragraph of like a story. You are required to read the story, I guess, like to see like how well you can decipher like reading stuff, how clear you talk and stuff. And I did pass that part. So if you're not a very good reader, just make sure you practice your reading, because that is one of the qualifications for Air Force people. So hopefully I answered all of your questions. It was probably all over the place. I am going to try my best to keep y'all updated through the whole process, through my whole depth process and everything I go through. If you have any questions, just comment below or ask me on my social media and I'll try my best to answer them. I wish you guys luck if you are thinking about going to the military.